it's me, Mama Sue, and you have made it to my little channel, Glam Goat Face and Farm. Today we're reading out of the Bible, and we're doing a little skincare because, you know, everybody needs skincare. Do not wait until your face does this. Do your skincare now. Get on it. I'm serious. Don't let Satan make you forget your skincare. Anyway, so I just wanted to say something that has been brought up to me by a couple of different people about reading the Bible. I've known Jesus my entire life. God has walked next to me, and Jesus has been in my heart since I can remember. Do I believe that you need to read the Bible to have a relationship with the Lord? No, I don't. No, I don't. Because you can have a relationship with everybody and not read their book. I do think it helps. It's like, I mean, seriously, I'm in Exodus. I'm in the second book, and so far there's nothing about Jesus, okay? So, not helping with that understanding. But there are things in the Bible, even at this early stage, that I remember differently. You know, going to Sunday school and vacation Bible school, which as a child, I spent a lot of time in, maybe not a lot of time in church, but in Sunday school and vacation Bible school. I didn't spend a lot of time with religious families. I spent a lot of time learning about God and keeping Him in my heart. And that's what's important. So I don't believe that you need to read the Bible in order to have a relationship with God. I think that that's ridiculous. But I do think that for those people that need more, they're reaching, they need something to hang on to. The Bible is there for you. And hey, it can't hurt, right? So, no, I didn't go 50 years and not know Jesus. I've known Jesus my entire life. That's why I've always kept this Bible. Because even though I didn't read it, it's still... And I've had more than just this Bible, but this one was my family, my church, my confirmation, my first communion is all wrapped up with this particular Bible. And I don't know, I feel like God's hand is right on it, more than a generic Bible that came from somewhere else. That's just me. That's just me. Sometimes it be like that. Anyways, we're going to do what? We're at Exodus 30. Oh, and I did want to show you, this is going to be another long one. I have some pictures in this Bible. They're really good pictures. Abraham leaving home, Genesis 12.4, so it would be chapter 12, verse 4. This is Abraham leaving home. Isn't that beautiful? I didn't look it up. I know, I bite. I didn't look it up, but I think it refers to when Abraham took his family to Egypt, you know, before the Hebrews became slaves. Like, that's how they got to that's how they got to Egypt to begin with. Anyways, we're going to get into chapter 30 in Exodus, so hang out. We'll be right back. So I'm using the same mask that I used last week. How, you say? Because this is empty. This was really good stuff, by the way. This was Tatcha, and you know, not every one of their products was good for me, but it could be, you know, one of their other products was good for you. This was the Dewy Skin Cream. Yeah, this one would be good for everybody. This was awesome. And I just love, it's got the little spoon on the top. Is that so cute? Do I use it? No, but it's still cute, right? Anyway, so I put extra essence in that, and then I use this brush to dip in there, put on my face, and then I have this cover mask, so I can still do another 15-minute mask. One mask might last me 3, 4, you know, depending on how much essence was in there, many times. So yeah, I get my money's worth. And not only am I about getting my money's worth, but I just hate throwing stuff away. Like, you know, we don't have enough trash in the world. We need to, like, not use stuff and just throw more away. Come on, you know? Okay, so let's get back into our Bible. And I want to show you my little bookmark. Love one another as I have loved you, so you must love one another. John 13, 34 and 35. As I have loved you. I kind of wonder sometimes, does that mean, because, you know, that's me, God knows he made me to question stuff, you know. When he says you, does he mean me as me? Does he mean Mama Sue? Love one another as I have loved Mama Sue, so you must love one another. Or does he mean you as the human race, all of us? Because, well, he loves all of us. Those of us that turn from him, obviously, he still loves you, even though you turned from him. But, you know, he can't do for you like he can for somebody that's, you know, that wants him right there by their side. So, when it says love one another as I have loved you, I take that to mean that he means, he doesn't mean just me, Mama Sue, he means everybody. So, I can forgive you, I can forgive someone, and have that in my heart that I forgave you. But if you're still going, if you're not repentant, if you're not sorry, that doesn't mean, you know, there are consequences. That doesn't mean that I want you in my life. And I think it's the same thing with God. God forgives you. He forgives you. Even if you're not sorry, God still forgives you. But if you turn your back on him, or if you're not sorry, or you continue on your way, then there are consequences. And that's on you, not on God. Just my way of thinking. Could be right, could be wrong. I'm sure I'm going to find out one day. Either way, I love God. So, let's get into Exodus 30 before this whole thing is like an hour long. Chapter 30. Thou shalt make an altar and burn incense upon of shittim wood. Thou shalt make it. A cubit, which is a measurement. A cubit shall be the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof. 4 square shall it be, and 2 cubits shall be the height thereof. The horns thereof shall be the same. I do believe horns mean handles. I could be mistaken. Should I Google it? Yes, I should. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, the top thereof and the sides thereof round about, and the horns thereof, and thou shalt make unto it a crown of gold round about. 2 golden rings thou shalt make it, and 2 golden rings thou shalt make to it under the crown of it, by the 2 corners thereof, upon the 2 sides of it shalt thou make it, and they shall be for places for the staves to bear it withal. Okay, for the staves are the poles that run through, so that, you know, they're like, okay. Thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. A lot of gold. God seems to like gold. And thou shalt put it before the veil that is by the ark of the testimony. Thou shalt put it before the veil that is by the ark of the testimony, before the mercy seat that is over the testimony, where I will meet with thee. Oh. And Aaron shall burn thereon sweet incense every morning. When he dressed the lamps, he shall burn incense upon it. So when they say dress the lamps, you know, they didn't have like electricity, duh. They had oil lamps. So, you know, I think that might have even been olive oil, which would have burnt slowly. So when you dress the lamp, you're refilling the oil, wiping it off, making sure that it's, you know, safe, not going to catch everybody on fire. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your just chores with the lamp for the day. And when Aaron light the lamps at evening, he shall burn incense upon it, a perpetual incense before the Lord throughout your generations. Ye shall offer no strange incense therein, nor burnt sacrifice, nor meat offering, neither shall you pour drink offering thereon. So this cubit by 2 cubits, covered with gold, also made to be mobile, is specific to incense, and no sacrifice, no offering shall be made on this. And Aaron shall make an atonement upon the horns of it once in a year with the blood of the sin offering of atonements. Once in the year shall he make atonement upon it throughout your generations. It is most holy unto the Lord. I have no idea what this cubit by 2 cubits covered in gold is. Could it be not an altar? And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, When thou takest the sum of the children of Israel after their number, then shall they give every man a ransom for his soul unto the Lord. When thou numberest them, that there be no plague among them, when thou numberest them. When thou takest the sum after their number. Almost like a census. Oh, and shrine. I believe that the cubit by 2 cubits with the incense kind of makes me think of a shrine. This they shall give every one that pass among them that are numbered, half a shekel after the shekel of the sanctuary, A shekel is 20 gerahs, and a half shekel shall be the offering of the Lord. Interesting. Everyone that passed among them are numbered from 20 years old and above shall give an offering unto the Lord. The rich shall not give more, and the poor shall not give less than half a shekel, when they give an offering unto the Lord to make an atonement for your souls. And thou shalt take the atonement of the children of Israel, and shall appoint it for the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, that it may be a memorial unto the children of Israel before the Lord, to make an atonement for your souls. So they are collecting. They've done a census, so they know how many are there, and they know that they should have a shekel or a half shekel for every person over 20 years old in order to keep up maintenance on on the tabernacle. That's interesting. I have never heard that before, but that kind of makes me think that that's also in the, I mean, obviously there is no tabernacle, but you know, when you're in church and they pass the offering plate, maybe that's where that kind of comes from, has to do with, and because that offering, that money doesn't go to that church. That money goes into an account that's all church, all those churches, and it should be like all churches, whether they're Lutheran, Baptist, whatever. It's all the churches, okay? And then they, so like even churches that are, you know, have people that are more affluent, have more money, whatever, that money still goes to help pay for and the maintenance on the churches that are little country churches, and you know, all that sort of thing. I feel like the government in the actual church should maybe read this again, because I feel like a lot of church in more affluent areas are okay. I can see them being bigger because they have more people, but it's like they have better stuff, and the stuff should all be the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, the church that's in the more affluent and rich peoples should not be a better church than the church that's the little country church. They should be pretty much the same. The only reason that I could see that one might be better is if some person of value decided they wanted to personally donate an item, because if you donate money, it has to go into the whole church pool. So if they wanted to donate an item, like if they wanted to pay for the pews or the walls or the church bell, you know what I'm saying? I'm going off on another tangent, but yeah, this is, of course, this is where we are now. This is where we are. The children of Israel before the Lord to make an atonement for your souls. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Thou shalt also make a layer of brass, and his foot also of brass, to wash withal, and thou shalt put it between the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, and thou shalt put water therein. A laver and his foot also of brass. Okay, you're going to put water in it, so some kind of a container. This must be made of brass. Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to make that of gold because gold's not going to hold up. For Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet when they go into the tabernacle of the congregation. They shall wash with water, that they die not, or when they come near to the altar, or to minister, to burn offering made by fire unto the Lord. So they shall wash their hands and their feet, that they die not. And it shall be a statute forever to them, even to him and to his seed throughout their generations. Okay, this should be a thing. Wash your hands, wash your feet. Get up between the toes and get between the fingers. Now, back in this day and age, I imagine that there wasn't a lot of, they had sandals. It was very dirty, dusty. They lived in a very dry, desert-like area. What would happen if you didn't wash your hands and feet consistently? There would be sores, there would be infections, there would be, so this is God telling you already, before we even understood things like germs. This is God already saying, like, keep your hands and your feet clean, especially when you're coming into my house. Okay, that's how I see that. Okay, moreover, the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, I know, I have to look down, I'm sorry. Take thou also unto the principal spices of pure myrrh 500 shekels, and of sweet cinnamon half so much, even 250 shekels, and of sweet calamus 250 shekels, and of cassia 500 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary, and of olive and of oil, olive anhin, anhin, and of oil, olive anhin. And thou shalt make it an oil of holy ointment, an ointment compound after the art of the apothecary. It shall be a holy anointing oil. Thou shalt anoint the tabernacle of the congregation therewith, and the ark of the testimony, and the table and all his vessels, and the candlestick and his vessels, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offering with all his vessels, but the laver and his foot. And the altar of burnt offering. Okay, so the pot for cleaning your foot and your hands, we're not putting oil in that. Okay. And thou shalt sanctify them, that they may be most holy. Whatsoever touch them shall be holy. And thou shalt anoint Aaron and his sons, and consecrate them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. The priest's office, I don't know what that is. Is that like the church? Oh, excuse me. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, this shall be a holy anointing. This shall be a holy anointing oil unto me throughout your generations. Upon man's flesh shall it not be poured, neither shall ye make any other like it. After the composition of it is holy, and it shall be holy unto you. Whosoever compound any like it, or whosoever put any of it upon a stranger, shall even be cut off from his people. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take unto thee sweet spices, stocked, and uncha, and galbanum, these sweet spices with pure frankincense. Of each shall there be a like weight. And thou shalt make it a perfume, a concoction after the art of the apothecary. I'm butchering that, I'm sure. Tempered together, pure and holy. And thou shalt beat some of it very small, and put of it before the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation, where I will meet with thee. It shall be unto you most holy. And as for the perfume which thou shalt make, ye shall not make to yourselves according to the composition thereof. It shall be unto thee holy for the Lord. Whosoever shall make like unto that, to smell thereto, let me start that part over. Whosoever shall make like unto that, to smell thereto, shall even be cut off from his people. So there is a specific perfume. Did it say who is, I mean, it just talked about making the perfume. Did it say who or what? How are we using this perfume? I don't know, but I don't remember ever learning about any kind of perfume in Sunday school. Of course, I was a child. I'm sure that there were a lot of things that I learned, just like in, regular public school. There's a lot that I don't remember now. So this is a great reminder, if nothing else, that perfume. So there's a specific perfume. I can imagine, since, they probably couldn't bathe regularly because of, lack of water and places to accumulate that, enough water to actually bathe. This is why there's a lot of washing of the hands and feet, and probably there are probably a lot of smells out in the desert that are unpleasant. And even if they're not pleasant, at least the area of the tabernacle and the ark should be, and the shrine, would have like you would know the minute you walked in. Ooh, smell that? We're here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's a lot to learn though. There's a lot to learn. So we have a shrine, which we're just calling another altar, but it's an incense altar. But I also believe that could be called a shrine. That's all it's for. It's for burning incense. Interesting. So, anyways, if you have comments, agreements, disagreements, any kind of conversation whatsoever, please comment below. Let me know. I'm really curious to know your thoughts. Maybe you thought of something that I didn't. Let me know. Comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and hit that like button. Hey, if you're going to watch it, please like it. Help me get the word out to more people. And until the next time, I hope you Wake up dancing, ba-bum bum. Wake up dancing every single day. Bye bye, and God bless you.